Hello everyone, welcome to this video series on NCM. This is part 2 of the basic series which we are covering on the NCM. So we'll continue with same concept where we had left in the part 1. So those of you who are watching this part 2 is are advised to revisit those part 1 first and then come to this. So now we'll see some further concepts. So now the next number which is exactly divisible by number ABC will be LCM of the three numbers ABC. So that we have seen because the definition of LCM says कि LCM is that number which is divisible by on the three number and lowest of such numbers. So suppose if it is find the next number which is divisible by 27, 48 and 72. So 27 we can write as 3 cube. 48 is nothing but 2 raised to power 4 into 3, and 72 is nothing but 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 2. So LCM is, what is LCM? Which all prime number do we have on here? Only 2 and 3, right? What is the highest index of 2? 4. Highest index of 3? 3. So this is our LCM, right? So this way we calculate basically. So this is nothing but 16 into 27. So this we can, what, 16 7 ja 102 10 16 32 42. Yeah, so 422, sorry, 11 432. So 432 is the LCM. So it means ki this is the lowest number which is divisible by all the three numbers 27, 42 and 72. So the general number, generic such number can be written as 432k, right? So all the numbers which are divisible by 27, 42 and 72, 48 and 72 can be generically given as 432k, and the lowest of them would be 432 when k takes a value of 1. K is an integer, right? So this is the concept here. This we know actually. So now another, Ram, Shyam and Ghanshyam can complete one revolution around a circular track in 2.5, 4.5 and 7.5 hours respectively. After how many hours? When they meet at the starting point for the first time, if they start in the same direction from the same starting point together. So it means if this is a circular track, and say suppose from this is the starting point, everyone starts, say suppose in the same direction, this, and at the same time. Now Ram completes one uh, revolution in 2.5 hours. Okay, Shyam completes in 4.5 hours, and Ghanshyam completes in 7.5. So what are, this is the time series, time scale. So first, at time t is equal to 0, everyone started from here at this point. Now at what next time will they each one of them reaching at a? So this point a, so Ram will reach a again at after 2.5. This is at t is equal to 2.5. Shyam will reach at 4.5, Ghanshyam at 7.5. Then further again Ram will reach here after again 2.5, which is 5, then 7.5, then 10, 12.5, 15 and so on. Similarly here it will be 4.5, then 9, then 13.5, then uh, 18, then 22.5, right? so on and so forth. Similarly, this is 7.5, then again it will be 15, then again this will be 22.5, then this will be 30, and so on and so forth. So what is that first minimum time when same time when they'll be at a point A again? So that will be nothing but the LCM only, the lowest of the time. So LCM of 2.5, 4.5, and 7.5. So how to find the LCM? I mean, just ignore the decimal first. So 24, 25, 45, and 75. First check with 25 and divide this three times. Then 3. So LCM is nothing but 25 into 3 into 15. So this is what, 75 into 15. 15, 7, 12. And since decimal was one digit before one digit, so we will put decimal here, right? So it becomes 112.5 hour. So the question was ki what is the shortest time after which they meet for the first time again at A together. So after 112.5 hours they'll be meeting here at A. So this is the required answer, and the concept is similar to the what we have seen. Okay, now we'll see another question that says ki three bells ring together at 8:15 a.m. They ring after 6, 9, and 12 seconds respectively. How many times will they ring together in again in next 6 hours? Okay, so see here. Say suppose bell 1, it rings at say 8:15 now. So suppose just now it's 8:15, which is t is equal to 0. So it rings after, it rings after 6 second. B2 rings after every 9 second, and B3 rings after every 12 second. So when would, this is a time scale. So now B1 will again ring after 6 second, B2 after 9 second, B3 after 12 second. Next it is 12, 18, 24, and so on. 9 B2 after 9 seconds, then after 18, then further 9 is 27, then 36, so on. This 12, 24, 36, so on. Here we can write 24, 30, 36. So the lowest common multiple which is common to all the three number is, we can see, is 12 is not common, 24 is not common, 36. So this is the LCM, right? This is the one. This we should get as an answer, and that we can get as a nothing but LCM of 6, 9, 12. 6, 9, 12 का LCM will be 36. You can check. So now we know कि after 36 seconds they will ring again. So after every 36 seconds they will be ringing together. So in how many times will they ring together in next 6 hours? So every 36 second they ring one times. So in 6 hours, which is 6 into 60 minutes into further 60 seconds, how many times will it be? 1 upon 36 into 6 into 60 into 60. So this becomes 600 times. So this means it will ring 600 times together. All the bells will ring together 600 times in the next 6 hours, right? So this 36 every 36 second they will ring together. So how many times will they ring in 6 hours? This we can calculate using this unitary method. Now we'll see another question, that find the smallest perfect square number which is divisible by, yeah. So the two things, smallest number which is perfect square and divisible by 3, 4. So just ignore the first part, smallest perfect square. Let us ignore this. Had the question we find the smallest number which is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. So that number is nothing but LCM of this number. That is the smallest number which is divisible by all the numbers. So what is the LCM of 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10? This we need to find. So let us see. 3 can be written as 3 into 4 is nothing but 2 square. 5 is 5 raised to power 1. 6 is 2 into 3. 8 is 2 raised to power 3. And 10 is 2 into 5. So LCM is nothing but how many prime numbers do we have? 2, 3, and 5. That's it. So 2, 3 into 5. Now we need to check for the index of 2. What is the highest index of 2? Here it is 2, 3. 3 is the highest index. Now 3 is only one place where 1 is the highest index of 3. So we write, and 5 also only one number is 1 is the highest index. So what do we get as LCM? 8, 3 is 24, 5 is 120. So 120 is the LCM. So now this is the answer if had the question been to find the smallest number which is divisible by these numbers, but the question is to find the smallest perfect square number. So now we see here कि such that number smallest perfect square would be divisible by this is nothing but what will be a multiple of 120k, right? Because any number which is a divisible by all these number will be multiple of 120k. K is a natural number. So now we know that has to be a multiple of 120, but we have to find the perfect square, and that too is smallest. So let us see here. What is it? We have 2 raised to power 3, and if say suppose k is to be multiplied here, let us make it here. 2 raised to power 3 into 3 raised to power 1 into 5 raised to power 1 into k. Okay, so what should we multiply so that this becomes a perfect square? This is 2 raised to power 3 is not a perfect square, so at least here we should multiply with 2. Here this is 3 raised to power 1. So again, if it is multiplied with 3, it becomes 3 raised to power 2. This is a perfect square. Similarly, here also 5 raised to power 1. Again, here multiply with 5 raised to power 1. So then it becomes 5 raised to power 2. So what is that lowest k? K becomes nothing but 2 into 3 into 5. That is 30. So if we multiply this number by 30, then it becomes a perfect square. So what is that smallest number? That is the required number is nothing but 120 into 30, which is 3600. This is the answer. The approach to attend this question was important. Ki that number will be multiple of 120. What multiple? To make it a perfect square, here we need to multiply with 2. This 3 should have one more power, so multiply with 3, and 5 should have one more power to be a perfect square. So again multiply with 5. So that way we can get the answer. Moving on to the next type of question, when the list number which when divided by a number ABC leaves the same remainder R in each of the case. So let us see. We'll again see through an example. Find the series of a number which when divided by 12, 15, and 18 leaves a remainder of 7 respectively. First, let us ignore this part. Let us the remainder be 0. Okay. So if find the list number which is divided by 12, 15, and 18 and leaves remainder 0, I mean completely divisible. So that will be nothing but what? LCM of 12, 15, and 18. So that is nothing but 2 square into 3. 15 is 3 into 5. 18 is 3 square into 2, right? So LCM would be on the prime numbers 2 into 3 into 5. So 2 has a highest power of 2, 3 has a highest power of 2, 5 has a highest power of 1. So that is nothing but 4 and just 36, 5 is a 180. 180 is that smallest number which is divisible by all the three numbers 12, 15 and 18. So had the question been find the and the series we can write and the general number will be 180k. That is series would be 180, then 360, then 540. K takes different natural number 1, 2, 3 and so on. 720 and so on. This is the series, right? Had the question been ki smallest number which divisible by all these three 12, 15, 18. So this would have been the answer. Now, but question says ki but it leaves a remainder of 7. So if we now, so what would be the answer? The general form was 180k for this answer. But if we to get a remainder 7, this number is divisible by 12, 15, 18. To get a remainder 7, we need to add 7 here. So if now the number is of this form, so what would happen? If we divide this number now by 12, there will be remainder 7. If we divide the number by 15, this part would be cancelled, remainder would be 7. Again, if we divide this number n by 18, this will be fully cancelled, remainder would be 7. So nothing but the generic form of number would be 180k plus 7, which is nothing but if k is equal to 1, 187, k is equal to 2, 367, k is equal to 3, 547, k is equal to 4, 727 and so on. So this is the general form. So this is the general form of series. What is the smallest number? This is the smallest number. Okay, so this is the way we solve. So and the general form is nothing but LCM of ABC plus R. Y plus R that we have seen here, right? So now we'll move to next question. Uh, I mean, same question, similar question on the similar concept. What is the smallest number which, when increased by 13, is divisible by 36, 64, 108? So let the number be x, suppose. Okay, okay. Now what is small? Had the question, we can find the smallest number which is divisible by these three numbers 36, 64, 108. So the smallest number now I'm directly rating would be LCM of 36, 64, 108. N would be LCM of this. LCM would be what? This you can, I mean, see here. 36 is nothing but 2 raised to power 2 into 3 raised to power 2. 64 is 2 raised to power 6, and 108 is 2 raised to power 2 into 3 raised to power 3. So LCM would be 2 raised to power 6 into 3 raised to power 3. This is the LCM. So this comes as 64 into 27. This is how much? This will be 128, 1728. Yeah. So this is the way. So 1728 is the lowest number which is divisible by all the three numbers 36, 64, 108. Okay. Now we have to find key what is the smallest number which when increased by 30. Let the smallest number be x. So it means x plus 13 is divisible by 17. So all the multiples of this number would be in the form of 1728k. This is common form. So 1728 be the smallest number. So I mean for x to be smallest, we will take k is equal to 1. So x becomes 1728 minus 13. That is nothing but 1715. This is the answer, right? Now this is a pattern, another variety of a question where the least number we have to find when we divide. What is that least number which is divided when divided by number a b c leaves remainder p q r such that A minus P is equal to B minus Q is equal to C minus R is equal to Z. This we will see through example. Again, this is very similar only. So question is, find the smallest number which when divided by 10, 12, 15 and 18 leaves a remainder of 3, 5, 8 and 11. Okay. So can we write this? I mean, if a number is divided by 10, it leaves a remainder of 3. So 10 q plus 3. Okay. Then say suppose q1 by 12, then 12 q2 plus 5, 15 q3 plus 8, 18 q4 plus 11. So this is same in, we can write as these many ways. That smallest number n can be written as 10 because when that number is divided by 10, it leaves a remainder of 3. So 10 q1 plus 3, 12 q2 plus 5, 15 q3 plus 8, 18 q4 plus 11. This is a general form of writing any number when divided by divisor leaves a remainder r, right? Do we see a thing here? This is nothing but this we can also write as 10 times, say suppose q1 dash minus 7. Let us, I mean, arrive to this. If it's not clicking, we can write this as 10 q1 plus 3 can be written plus 10 minus 7. So nothing but this becomes 10 times q1 plus 1 minus 7. So this can be written as 10 times, say suppose q1 dash minus 7. So again this means ki number n when divided by 10 leaves a remainder q1 dash and a leaves, sorry, quotient q1 dash and remainder minus 7. Negative remainder is also there. That is a concept very useful which we will see in the remainder theorem chapter. So this is a general form. So similarly we can write this also as 12 q2 dash minus 12 minus 5 is 7. So again, so same way we can write all the numbers as minus 7. All the numbers can be written as, see, 11 minus 8 minus 7, 8 minus 15 is 7, 5 minus 12 is 7. So all the numbers we see as nothing but in the form of a cube minus 7. So do we not get here कि this is same as कि find the smallest number which when divided by 10, 12, 15 and 18 leaves a remainder minus 7, same as what we were discussing here. Find the smallest number which when divided by these numbers leaves a remainder of plus 7 here, but remainder was same in all the three cases. Here also we have the same. Now we are dividing a number by four numbers 10, 12, 15, 18 and all the four numbers are leaving a common remainder of minus 7. So what is the way we have seen? Nothing but the LCM of these numbers. Okay, so what would be the LCM of these numbers? LCM directly I am writing LCM is 180. You can check. So what we can write 180k. So the general number would be nothing but 180k, and since remainder is minus 7 we write minus 7, right? So this is the general form of writing the number n which is divided by 10, 12, 15, 18 leaves remainder of 3, 5, 8, 11. Okay, this is the general form. What is the smallest number? The smallest n would be nothing but when k is equal to 1. So that becomes 180 minus 7 is 173. This is the answer. So similar concept we will now test in some different varieties. So see the question here. This you can read and that I explain even in through the example also. Find the largest n digit number which when divided by 24, 30 and 64 leaves no remainder. Okay. First of all, let us find the number which is divided by all the general number which is divided by all the three numbers 24, 30, 64. So 24, 30 and 64. I think this we have seen 24, 30, 64. Let us find the LCM. 8 3 ja, this is 30, 8 8 ja. Now we will check with 2 again. So this 3 remains. 2 15 ja, 2 4 ja. So now we will check with 3 3 1 ja, 3 5 ja, this 4. So now nothing will be divisible further. So LCM is nothing but 16 into 4 into 3 into 5. So that is nothing but 16 4 ja, 64 into 15 960. 960. Okay, so this is the NC. So had so now what is the general form of all the numbers which are divisible by 24 30 and 64? That is nothing but 960k. Okay, so all such numbers which are divisible by 24 30 and 64 leaving no remainder is 960k. Now we have to find the largest four digit number. Okay, so one way is we can substitute the value of k. K is a natural number we know. So if we substitute the value of k is equal to 1, so it becomes 960. If k is equal to 2, it becomes 1920. Similarly, it will go on. When we take k is equal to 9, it becomes 9 6 are 54, 5 9 86. Similarly, at k is equal to 10, it becomes 9600, and at k is equal to 11, it becomes 10560. So these are the numbers. K is equal to 1, k is equal to 2, and so on. So these are the numbers which are the and which are the answer, but we have to find the largest four digit number. So largest four digit number is this only. Next number is five digit number. So answer would be nothing but at k is equal to 10 we get the number as 9600. This is one way of approaching the question, and we can get the answer. This is fairly simple. Another way is nothing but, I mean, we know ki LCM is 960. So what we will do, we will divide, I mean, take 960 as divisor and divide the largest four digit number. What is the largest four digit number? We know that is 9999. Okay, this we can divide by 1 times 960. 3. This 9 will come 0, and then it will not divide further. So what we will do, the answer would be nothing but this remainder we have got. So we will divide remainder from the largest four digit number. So what we get, this is the answer. So this is one way of getting the answer. So any which way you can, and this is the way which I have illustrated here, I mean written here. This way we can do. So nothing what we did, we simply got the remainder r is equal to 399. So the required answer would be the largest n digit number minus the remainder what we were getting, and divisor is the LCM of the three numbers. So this is also quite intuitive, I mean, and we can get the answer. Now same question, find the largest four digit number which when divided by same question, but here leaves us 17 as remainder. So what is it? We know ki any number which is divisible by 24 30 and 64, from previous question we know we can write as 960k, but this is 960k means ki this is a general form of number which is divisible by 24 30 and 64, but it also leaves a remainder 17, so we will add 17 here. So now this is the general form of a number which will leave remainder 17 when divided by number 24 30 and 64. Okay, but we have to find the largest four digit number. So again we can do the same thing, we can take a different value of k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2, so on. So k is equal to 1 will give you 977, k is equal to 2 will give you uh, we can add this, this is nothing but 192017. So this is nothing but 1937. Similarly, k is equal to 10, we will check. K is equal to 10 is 9617, and k is equal to 11 is here we had got this, that is 10577. So we can find the largest four digit number. So largest four digit number is this only. Next number at k is equal to 11 becomes 5 digit number. So this is the answer. Or what we could have done, another way is ki we know the LCM of these three numbers is 960. This way we take to divide the largest four digit number, which is 999. This will go one time. Okay, 9 comes down, not divisible, 0 is here. So this is the one. Okay, so the generic number, the answer, required answer would be 9999 minus 399. This will give the number, highest number which is divisible by 24, 30, 64. But we need a remainder also 17. So we'll add 17 here to get a remainder 17. So this becomes what? 9617. So this is the one way, another way to get a answer. Similar concept. I mean, just we have built over the previous example. Now, earlier we used to see the largest number. Now this is another variant. We see the smallest number. So find the smallest five digit number, which when divided by 24, 30, 64 leaves no remainder. So for a moment, ignore this part, smallest five digit number. Let us see, find the general form of number, which is divided by all the numbers 24, 30 and 64. That is nothing but LCM. LCM is, we have calculated, that is 960. So general number which is divided by 24, 30 and 64 is 960k, where k is a natural number. The smallest number would be 960. And since no remainder, so this will be the general number. Now we have to find the smallest five digit number. Okay. So smallest five digit number would be what? So again, one method is we can put the different values of k, right? So k is equal to 1. We know it is 960. K is equal to 2. We know it is 1920. Similarly, k is equal to 10. It is 9600. K is equal to 11. It is 10560. Right? Hmm. So find the smallest five digit number. S- So this is, I mean, here it is four digit number. Here it becomes five digit number. So this is the smallest five digit number which is divisible by this number, these three numbers. So this becomes answer. Okay. Or another way could be कि we take the smallest five digit number. This is the smallest five digit number. This we divide by LCM 960. Okay. And so this is 960. What we get here is 40, 400. Okay. So now see, here 400 is remainder. So we need to add something here so that this further gets mm, divided and divisible. So it means ki the number would be nothing but plus our 960 minus 400. Okay. I mean, what I am trying to do here, I need to add here something so that 400 plus something becomes divisible to 960, right? So what is that? That thing is nothing but 960 minus 400, that is 560. So this becomes here 10560. So we are getting the same answer here as 105. And this is what I have written here. If this is not very intuitive, we can go by this approach. But this is also, I believe, fairly simple and comprehensible. So here it is n digit, sorry, smallest number plus LCM minus R plus K. So that we'll see here. The k as remainder, k was 0, so simply minus r we did. Now similar question we will see, find the smallest 5 digit number which when leaves 17 as remainder. So what is it? We know ki the generic form directly we can write as 960k plus 17. So at k is equal to 10, it is 9617. At k is equal to 11, it is 10577. So this is the smallest number, 5 digit number, which is which when divided by 24, 30 and 64 will leave 17 as a remainder. Well, this is generic form of the number. Now we need to check, we can get this by division method also. We'll divide the smallest number of 5 digit, which is this number 10, we come down here, it is 10. So now what is this? We want a remainder of 17, right? So if we add here 560, so it becomes 960, hence divisible by this. But this will be divisible plus 17 if we add, then the remainder would be 17, right? So it becomes 977. It will divide, it will go one time, so 960, 17 would be remainder. Okay, so that is what we want. So what we need to do, we need to add to this number 560 plus 17. So answer would be nothing but lowest 5 digit number, which is 10,000 plus 560. How did we get? That is nothing but your LCM minus this remainder which you got, which is 400, and plus 17 you will add. So this is the way. I mean, if this is not getting you easily, or it's not so intuitive, you can approach this through this method. But this is also simple only, I believe. So from here also you will get 10577. This is the smallest 5 digit number, which when divided by 24, 30 and 64 leaves 17 as remainder. Now we will go and get into another variety. This is quite a good one and important one also. Okay, find the series of number which when divided by 3 and 5 leaves remainder of 2 and 3 respectively. So what we know, let the number be n be, when divided by 3 it gives a quotient sum q1 plus remainder of 2. Similarly, the same n when divided by another number 5, it gives a quotient say q and a remainder of 3. So this is the way we can comprehend this statement, right? So we have to find a series of such number which is n. So and since these numbers are same, so we can write 3q1 plus 2 is equal to 5q2 plus 3. So this is same as 3q1 is equal to nothing but 5q2 plus 1. Here we can see, in this example, here we had seen since the difference between the number and the remainder was same in all the cases, 10 minus 3 7, 12 minus 5 7, 15 minus 8 7, 18 minus 11 7. So we had taken a generic approach of taking the LCM and minus the common difference is 7. This way we could have done, but here in this question that difference is not same. 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 3 is 2, so it's not same. So this is the approach we take. Now 3q1 we get as 5q2 plus 1. This we can write as 3q2 plus 2q2 plus 1. Why did I break this way? Because the left hand side is a multiple of 3, we know, right? Left hand side is a multiple of 3, so right hand side should also be a multiple of 3. Okay, so now we can break right hand side into two parts. First part is multiple of 3, so second part also should be multiple of 3, so that the RHS is multiple of 3, because the LHS is also multiple of 3. So for this to be multiple of 3, what is the smallest q2? If q2 is equal to say suppose 1, then this becomes 2 into 1 plus 1 3, and hence this is a multiple of 3. So RHS will be divided by 3. So smallest value which Q2 can take is 1. So at a value of Q2 is equal to 1, n becomes what? When we put Q2 is equal to 1, n becomes 8. So smallest number becomes 8. Okay. So it means smallest number, suppose n1 is 8. What is the next number? So next number would be at what value of q2? Again this will be a multiple of 3. So if q2 is equal to 2, then it becomes 5, not a multiple. Q2 is equal to 3, 7, not a multiple. Q2 is equal to 4, this is 9, again a multiple of 3. So q2 is equal to 4 would further. So at q2 is equal to 4, we get n2 another number which is 4 to the 4 5 ja 20 plus 3 23. Okay. Now let us see the next number. What will be the next number? Q3. Sorry, next number Q2. So at now 1 4. Let us check at 5. 5 to the 10 plus 1 11, not a multiple of 3. So it will be at 6 also, not 7. We will check 7 to the 14 plus 1 15 is a multiple of 3. So Q2 is equal to 7. We check, and this is a multiple of 3. So this Q2 is equal to 7 satisfied both side. So Q2 is equal to 7 we put here. This we get as 38. So do we get, we are getting the subsequent number at a multiple difference of 15. And what is 15? 15 is nothing but a LCM of the two numbers 3 and 5. These two original numbers, uska LCM is 15. So that is what. So generic number we can write n as nothing but LCM of number 3 comma 5 plus smallest number was 8. Smallest number was 8. So this is nothing but 15k plus 8 is the, yeah. So series of the number would be nothing but, if k is equal to 0 it becomes 8, if k is equal to 1 it is 23, k is equal to 2 it becomes 38, if k is equal to 3 it becomes 53, and so on. This is what we have been getting here also by manually counting. So the approach would be कि we will equate the two equations. We will try to make it a multiple. We will try to find the value of those by making it a multiple of a similar number on both sides, left hand side and right hand side, and then that way we can calculate. We'll check this with another example. Find the series of number which when divided by 3, 5, 7 leaves remainder 2, 3, and 4 respectively. So the number n we can write as either 3 q1 plus 2 or 5 q2 plus 3 or 7 q3 plus 4. Now we see the difference of 3 minus 2 1, 5 minus 3 2, 7 minus 4 3 is not same, so that method would not be applicable. So we will go by this generic approach. So first we will try with these two numbers. So let us check with these two numbers. So 3 q1 plus 2 is equal to 5 q2 plus 3. So here we can write 3 q1 plus 2 is equal to 5 q2 plus 1. Okay. So since sorry, this 2 we have taken that side. So in LHS is multiple of 3. So RHS also has to be multiple of 3 to be equal. So this we can break as same. I think this is same equation what we had in the previous example. So here Q2 is equal to 1, Q2 is equal to 4, Q2 is equal to 7 satisfies this equation. Q2 is equal to 1. This is a multiple of 3. This is a multiple of 3. So this will also becomes a multiple of 3 at Q2 is equal to 1, 4, and 7, and so on. So what will be the value of n at Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to 1? When Q2 is equal to 1, the n is 8. When Q2 is equal to 4, n is 23. This is 38. So I mean generic number from these two equations we can write n as what? 8, 23, 38 can be written as 15 k1 plus 8, right? Why 15? 15 is nothing but the LCM of 3 and 5. 15 k1 plus 8. Now what? So from these two equations we have obtained a generic expression 15 k1 plus 8. Now this is same as n and this is also n, this number. So would it not be equal? So again 7q3 plus 4 would be equal to 15 k1 plus 8. Let us see, becomes 15 k1 plus 4, right? So this we can write as, this side is a multiple of 7, this is also a multiple of 7, so this has to be a multiple of 7 for both the sides of the equation, I mean equation to hold good. So k1 can take a value of 3, 3 plus 4 7 multiple of, then again what, 10, then 17 and so on. So what will be the value of this when we put k1 is equal to 3? So n becomes k1 is equal to 3. We'll put k1 3 here. So 15 3 is 45 plus 8 53, right? And then K, k1 10 we put 158 and so on. So the generic expression of n from these two equations we get as nothing but 15 into 7. I mean this difference also we can see, this is nothing but 105, which is same as the LCM of 7 and 15, which is 105 k2 plus the smallest number was what, that is nothing but 53, right? So this way we can, so this is the final, yeah, I mean if I can write this, so this n is the one which when divided by 3, 5 and 7 will leave a remainder of 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Because we have what we did, I mean we had three equations here, so we had to form we have to check for two different equations. First one was this and the second one was this. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2, I mean. So from here, after putting for k1 is equal to 3, we get the lowest value 53, and subsequent numbers can be written as 105 k2 plus 53 and so, where k2 can take a value from, k2 is a 0 1 2 and so on. So this way we can approach the questions of this nature. Now let us see some another example. See, this is also a tricky question, I mean, so what we saw here, I mean in this question we saw that the generic number can be given as nothing but LCM of these two numbers plus some remainder, right? In the case of three numbers also, this 105 is nothing but LCM of 357 is 105. So the generic number what we can write is nothing but LCM of the numbers A, B, C plus some R. That R we have to find through equation. That's what we did. And this R is the minimum of all those. So here, how many numbers less than 1000 which when divided by 12, 15, 18 leaves a remainder of 5, 11, 7. So n can be written as either 12 q1 plus 5 or 15 q2 plus 11 or 18 q3 plus 17, right? Combining all these three, the generic equation would be what, LCM of 12, 15, 18 times some integer k plus r. This is the generic form, right? From here we can see that number we can write as LCM of ABC plus R. So that's what we did, LCM of this number plus R. This is a generic form, right? Now what is the LCM of 12, 15 and 18? that directly we can, I mean, I'm going to write that is 180, I think. Yeah, 180. So this I can write as 180k plus r, right? So all those such numbers would be in the form of this 180k plus r. So we have to find how many numbers less than 1000. Okay, so for n to be less than 1000, k can take some value. K can take value of 1, 2, 3, up till what? Up till 5 it can take, but can it take 5? If it is 5, then it becomes 900 plus some r. So we need to check whether what is the r here. Okay, for that, I mean, to come at this here, let us check the r. So what we'll do, first we will equate 12k1 plus 5 is equal to 15q2 plus 11. So from here I can say 12q1 is 15, 12q2 plus 3q2 plus 6, right? So this is a multiple of 12, this is a multiple of 12, this to be multiple of 12. Q2 is equal to 2, it will satisfy, right? 6, 6, 12. So Q2 is equal to 2. When we put, we get n is nothing but uh, 41. Okay, so generic number can be written 41 plus LCM of 12 and 15 is 60. 60, say K1. Now this is the n we got after first two equation. So this we will equate with the third equation. So 60k1 plus 41 would be same as 18q3 plus 17. Okay, so we'll reverse this. So 18q3 can be written as 54k1 plus 6k1 plus this becomes 24, I think, right? Yeah, huh. So this is a multiple of 18, this is also a multiple of 18, so this has to be multiple of 18. Okay, so at what value will this be a multiple of 18? So this we can write as k1 plus 4. So if here k1 is equal to 2, so it becomes 12 plus 24, 36. So the smallest value k1 can take is 2. So we'll put k1 is equal to 2 here. Okay, those of you who are finding too difficult find k1 equal to 2, you can just take this multiple also 6 k1 plus 4. So it, now this has to be multiple of 3. So to this to be multiple of 3, we have k1 is equal to 2. Okay, this way you can do. So k1 is equal to 2 gives what? 60k1 plus 41 is nothing but 161, right? So the generic form would be n is 180 plus 180k. Okay, so from here what, 161 was the minimum, and LCM of 60 and 80 is 180. So number we could have got as 60 and 80 is LCM was 180, say generic number k, plus remainder is lowest is 161. So this would have been the, yeah. So 180k plus r is 161. So now can k take a value, k can take value of 1, 2, 3, 4. But if k takes value of 5, this becomes 900 plus 161, 1061. This is more than 10,000, 1000. So hence k is equal to 5 we will not take. We will take only uh, 0, k is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 5 number. So how many numbers question? So there are 5. 5 numbers is the answer. Okay. Now we have another question. A school has n students. Okay, the principal tries to seat 5 students in each row, then 6, then 8, then 9, 12, but is always left with one student. So what does this mean? Ki there are n student. He is trying to put or so 5. First he tried with 5. So 5 times q1 plus 1 student will remain. Then he tried with 6. 6 again q2 plus remainder 1. Then he tried with 8. 8 q3 plus 1. Then 9 q4 plus 1. 12 q5 plus 1. I mean, first let's stop here. So it says the principal tries to seat 5 students in each row, then 6, 8, 9, and 12, and is but is always left with one student. Let us see up till here. So it means we can write the number of student in a school as 5q plus 1, 6q2 plus 1, 8q, and so on. So this is nothing but the number which when divided by 5, 6, 8, 9, 12 gives remainder 1. What is such number? So n can be written as LCM of 5, 6, 8, 9, 12 plus 1. This we have seen in the one of the cases earlier when the remainder is common. Okay. What is the LCM of 5, 6, 8, 9, 12? 5, 6, 8, 9, 12 LCM would be direct 360. Okay. So this we can write as 360k. K is a normal variable natural number plus 1. Okay. So this is the number. Now it says ki on trying with 13 students in row, he is left with none. So I mean n can also be written as 13, say k, this is k, this is k2, so suppose. So now this means ki 360k plus 1 is same as 13k2, right? So you can write as 13k2 is equal to this you can write as what 3, sorry, 360 260k plus 100k plus 1. Further you can write this as 260k plus 91k 9k plus 1. You can break this, I mean. So now see 13k2, left hand side is divisible by 13, right hand side this is divisible by 13, this is divisible by 13, so this has to be divisible by 13, 9k plus 1. So at what value of k will 9k plus 1 be a multiple of 13? So k is equal to 1, 9 plus 1, 10, k is equal to 2, 19, so on. If we check for k is equal to 10, so this becomes 90 plus 1, 91, a multiple of 13. So k is equal to 10 is the value. So we put k is equal to 10. I think other numbers is not divisible. We let's see, k is equal to 3, then 3, 28 no, 37 no, 30, then 5, 46, 6, 55, 7, 64, 8, 73, 9, 82 no. So k is equal to 10 is the smallest one. So at k is equal to 10, the value becomes n. At k is equal to 10, the value of n would be what? 360 into 10 plus 1. So that is nothing but 3601. So this is the smallest n. Okay, general form of n would have been what? General n would have been NCM, NCM of 13 and 360. 13 is a prime number, so LCM would be nothing but 46 some number K3 plus this is smallest number 3601, right? So this should have been the general form. The smallest would be when K3 is equal to 0. This would have been the answer. So at K3 is equal to 0, the smallest n is nothing but 3601. This is the answer. So this is the generic way in which we solve the questions of this nature. I mean, on the other previous cases, no, that is a special case for this general case. This is the most general way in which we can approach a question on NCM. So hope this was clear to you. If you have any question, refer our website or you can post in the comment box. Thanks for watching this video.